Is acrylic paint waterproof? Join me as I discuss this most asked question amongst painters. We apply paint to surfaces to protect and decorate them. Regarding protection, we expect the paint to keep water from reaching the substrate. The paints confer different degrees of water repulsion depending on the type, quality, interior or exterior use, thickness, etc. In this video, the focus on one paint type, acrylic paint. Our question today is acrylic paint waterproof? The answer is no. Rather, acrylic paint is water resistant. People often use the terms waterproof and water resistant interchangeably, and that's where the confusion arises. What is acrylic paint? Acrylic paint is waterborne paint containing pigment, stabilizers, silicone oils, acrylic polymer emulsion, defoamers, and metal soaps. All the above components are dispersed in a solvent vehicle, water. Is acrylic paint waterproof after it dries? Liquid or wet acrylic paint mixes with water easily. Water is a solvent medium and thinning agent for the said paint, but people still apply it to surfaces and even clean it regularly with water-based agents afterward. In so doing, it never washes off. So, is acrylic paint waterproof after it dries? No, acrylic paint doesn't become waterproof after drying. And even after curing, it still isn't waterproof. It only becomes water resistant, meaning it can allow water penetration in trace amounts. Water resistance is advantageous because it enables easy paint removal during makeovers and easy cleaning of paint spillage. But it comes at the expense of paint durability. How to waterproof acrylic paint? I have highlighted the need and importance of waterproofing the paint in question. It was the preliminary to this action-packed segment regarding how to waterproof acrylic. The paint is compatible with all substrates, mainly wood, metals, glass, and masonry. I'll only describe the main common substrates procedures to make the video shorter and memorable. The ideal way to waterproof acrylic for all surfaces is by sealing using an isolation coat and then varnishing. Canvas. Before using acrylic paint on canvas, prepare its surface by laying down gesso. It enables the acrylic to adhere firmly to the surface, thus preventing water penetration. It's important to note that using gesso on canvas is not mandatory. After painting with acrylic, let it dry before applying any top coat to avoid trapping unevaporated paint solvent. The typical drying time is 24 hours. It varies slightly due to coat thickness and the prevailing weather conditions. Step 1. Applying an isolation coat. The above is a protective layer you apply to paint before varnishing. It comprises an acrylic gel and creates a barrier separating the incoming varnish from the acrylic underneath. Step 2. Varnishing. Varnish forms a retractable surface to protect the acrylic paint from water, UV radiation, scratches, and stains. All of the above preserve acrylic's color, sheen, and integrity. Varnishes are available in matte, gloss, and satin lusters. The matte sheen often looks soft and subdued, while the glossy one is shiny and radiant. Satin falls between these two. You have the liberty to pick your choice. Procedure. If you're painting regular wooden substrates like kitchen cabinets, furniture, and timber planks, you don't have to apply an isolation coat. This coat is only significant to artistry-related painting, mostly seen with canvas. Start sealing only after the paint has dried. Metal. Metals, especially those prone to rusting, need total protection from water. Here, you can use multiple coats of acrylic paint and top coat with agents such as Vallejo Gloss Metal Varnish. Procedure. The varnishing procedure is similar to the one already discussed a few segments of the video. Apply 3 layers of acrylic paint, allowing thorough drying in between the coats. Then, wipe the surface clean with a dry microfiber cloth. Plastic. Acrylic paint on plastic serves a decorative more than protective purpose. It's because bare plastic is less vulnerable to water, sunlight, and chemical damage than other substrates. That said, you don't have to waterproof acrylic on plastic. The paint's water resistance property is good enough. Another noteworthy point is that plastic is more challenging to paint due to weak adhesion. You can remedy this by priming before applying the acrylic. Waterproofing procedure. After acrylic paint has dried on the plastic substrate, dust it off by wiping it with a dry, lint-free cloth. Put on the necessary safety gear and prepare the sealant for application. Preparation involves opening, stirring, and pouring small portions of the sealer into a separate container. You then add a thinning agent as required to adjust the sealer's viscosity. Next, apply the sealer using the most appropriate paintbrushes. The best acrylic paint sealer for plastic is the Vallejo Mecha Varnish. It's a water-based agent that is non-toxic and confers waterproof properties to paint. Apply 2 coats, allowing ample drying time for each layer. Glass. Glass, like plastic, is challenging to paint as it is smooth and impervious to water. If you apply the wrong paint, it will peel off, so you should do prior research or consult with experienced users. However, the versatility of acrylic paint makes it stick even to glass surfaces. It's also non-compulsory to waterproof acrylic on glass because glass is rarely damaged by water and it's pretty inert. However, waterproofing still prevents the paint from fading and adds an extra bit of protection. Procedure: start by clearing and ventilating your working area. Then, wipe off the dry acrylic painted surface to remove dust. Use a clean cotton rag. Afterward, put on the necessary safety wear, gloves, face mask, and safety goggles. Open the sealer can and stir well to form a homogeneous solution. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.